Hi friends, I am Sandeep Singh, and in this video I'm going to be talking about interface. So let's get started. Previously I showed you whenever you make a class, it'll always look something like this: public, then class, and the class name. But for interface, we can remove this class and just call it as interface. That's all. And now inside an interface, we don't actually need to make functions. So we don't actually need to make like public, static, and type everything inside. But instead, for interface, we can just do something like this. I'm going to revert to the example in my previous tutorial to make things simpler. So in my previous tutorial, I used to tell you to make like public, static, int, and age for the animal age. And you return the animal age basically. But now, since it's an interface, I can just write integer age with brackets and a semicolon. And I am also going to make a nickname for the animals, just like in my previous video. So it's going to be string nickname with a semicolon. And that's all. Now these are basically just one-line functions, which is possible since it is an interface. And they are both automatically public, so we don't actually need to type public. It is already public. And this is how most people actually use interface. But it is also possible to actually make it static. Let's make a one-line function static. But if we do it like this, there'll be an error. So instead, we have to actually make it to be a proper function. So I'm just gonna print out lol. This is actually possible to do in an interface, but we don't actually use interfaces for this. But instead, we use interfaces for one-line kind of functions. Now we'll make the same classes as my previous video. So that is going to be dog.java and a cat.java. And now in my previous video, since it wasn't an interface, but I actually wanted to use the stuff inside the animal class, I used to type the extend keyword. But if I do that right now, extend animal, Java will give me an error because you can't actually extend an interface. But instead, we have to use the implement keyword. And after we use the implement keyword, since this is an interface, we need to actually override all of these methods. Since animal is an interface and we are actually implementing the animal inside the dog class, we need to actually have all of the stuff inside the interface of animal to be inside the dog class. So basically, inside the interface animal, we have an age and a nickname. So we need to make that inside the dog class. So basically, in VS Code, we can just press quick fix and just press add unimplemented methods. And there we go. And automatically this override thing occurs. And now we can just type our values for a nickname and an age. So let's say the dog is going to be like 5 years old and the nickname is Deep. There we go. And we can do the same thing for the cat. quick fix, add unimplemented methods. Age, we can just put it as like 2, and nickname is going to be cat yo. There we go. And just save it, and now let's try and run our methods. So go to our main method and let's make a constructor for the dog class. So dog, and this is the object name. The one with white color font is the object name, and equals to new dog semicolon, and then we can just print out dog dot nickname, print that out, and you can see deep is produced, which is good. And now I just want to talk briefly about a cool inbuilt function inside Java. Now if I actually type public string and the function name would be toString, and I can just type any keyword. So let's just say this is a dog class, y'all. And by doing so, when I go to the main class, by deleting the dot nickname to just be dog first semicolon, and if I print that out, you can see that this is a dog class y'all is produced. But instead of putting .toString, and I put toString with some couple of alphabets, and if I do that again, you'll see some kind of gibberish keywords is produced, and only by putting it to toString, then only this statement is produced. This is because toString is an inbuilt function inside Java, and by returning something inside the toString method, it is basically naming this class. So I'm basically naming this class to be this sentence. This is a dog class y'all. So that is why when I print it out, you can see this is produced. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope this video is helpful, and if the video is helpful, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.